sooner than
At least I
All right. If you were not here on Monday, get paired with somebody that was here on Monday. Set the timer for 3-minute rounds. For 3 minutes, you're going to do the double under. Go back and forth with it. And for 3 minutes, you're going to do the regard from bottom side. Go back and forth with it. What the hell was the other? Then we're going to do the bridge escape. Go back and forth with it. Then we'll get into the new stuff. Okay? Raise your hand if you were not here on Monday. All right. Those of you that were here on Monday, get paired up with somebody who was not. Get paired up on 1, 2, 1, 2. Go.
Waiting on that clip, sir.
Yeah. How's it going?
All right.
I got the front back.
Oh, that's cute.
We're doing this.
Go.
All right. You want to go first?
I think let's do it. Double under.
Those two, they are fun, man. I'm more different.
What was the first one?
Double
I'm
under.
gonna do it late, so I'm not going to stack you.
Break the guard. Stack. You got it.
The leg.
I do this.
Double under stomach.
The idea is 15.
Cramps.
When I'm here, I'm going to down here on the shoulder.
Be prepared to go through this back up.
Why are you laughing?
Yes, back and forth. Back and forth.
Change my level.
Guys, you're going back and forth.
Not, it's still works.
Back and forth.
Why you not?
And then I will stack you up. I'm not
Right.
Oh, come on.
I know. Yep.
Don't cry, Cam. It'll be okay.
She's doing it, simple giggling.
No. It didn't even break. I'm putting you inside before it comes to break.
Your turn, Cam.
Double under, Ray.
Unintentionally the first time. The second time it meant it.
And then we're going to knee over and stack someone. You want break the guard on this part.
There you go. The whole time at the same time. You want to get lower here?
That's the wrong.
All the way.
It's on Monday, just like we can.
Now you're shooting. Oh,
Jump on his toes.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Don't just do this. You're here, just go out with the road. Don't step too far when you feel like it's a roll over.
Okay, that's what that.
Let him know
You
this.
just told me that. What? Like downward duck.
Downward dog.
Downward dog.
Downward dog. Like yoga. Downward dog. Oh, brother. Get on your toes. I was sitting here trying to. All right, regard bottom side. Regard from bottom side. Guys, this is review. Regard from bottom side.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Put me inside. Other side. please.
Yeah, we still have. Oh, jeez.
The other side.
Okay.
So.
I don't know what. Wait, hold on.
Go.
Show them the side.
Let's go. Big swim, try to use that foot, push your hips on, right? Plant your left foot, cover your hip shovel. Yeah!
Back thereof.
Yes, bottom knee comes across, right?
No, I don't mean. So you want to bring it all the way to the
I
right?
was the different side. Why am I doing this?
I told you, I knew you wanted to see the
Well,
other side.
go on the other side. This is why I can't do this.
Oh, you can't learn it, then you don't come to class.
What's out there? Oh, yeah. Okay, so on your knees. I went to your chiropractor. Knee all the way through.
That's gonna happen.
This, right. You can use your knee.
Very good, very good.
You want
Very nice.
Very nice.
What you need to block. Okay. Yes, yes. You're right. And
Set up.
What's that frame? What is that frame? There you go.
You gotta get a friend to the
No hands on the shoulder form. You don't want them to wrist lock it.
No.
Yes, there it is. Yes. So now you're there. Yes.
If I'm this way, my shoes,
So you got 17 seconds go. Let's go until the way.
All right, time for the bridge roll out. Crack the knees, bridge over. Remember? Yep. Walk the knees, walk your hips in, crack the knees together, bridge and roll. Please pay attention to the people around you so you're not kicking people in the head.
Yeah, here inside.
So, yes, so no. You got this?
Oh, like this?
Make it ready.
Holy smokes, it's great.
Rick?
Nope, I'm rigid. I was stuck. Turn your hips this way. Drive this leg to
Oh,
flip
yeah.
your legs together. Yes. No one.
Ready? Alright. Do I go this way? Oh.
Don't get your hands
big bridge, that's supposed to, no, so like, great.
There you go, Jeff. Jacked up back and everything, brother. Good job.
Grips on the ass.
Oil check.
Come on, Lori. What was that?
Thanks, Raven. Appreciate the assist.
I know. Well, there hits a point where I've got to use my core to kick back.
So don't shrimp, don't shrimp. What you're doing, turn them so that this weight is down on the ground, so that you can drive. Use this leg. Drive to make the posture like this to this. Yes, now gather the legs. Now, please, it is a big roll. Roll on the legs. Now, it is a big roll.
You're in this thing.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there, breaking
Yeah, how you doing, bro?
I don't know.
Not as fun as it used to be.
Breaking it.
The forearm right here. Wow. But I mean, you know,
I have no idea.
we're looking, you know, yeah.
Part of the game should be alright.
So they get so problems.
That's fine. I'm gonna go grab my water.
Hey, Grill. I so it's not even like, yeah, it's not even
Here we go. You know what I did? So I went out that way instead of trying to go straight over. So like, that's not how it's
Yeah, hold that here, they almost hold you.
Good stuff.
All right, guys. Good work. That was review. So, couple things, right? On our double under, we want to make sure that once we swim our arms around, when we gable grip, that we're trapping up towards the hips, not on the knees. Take my already twist. Back to the hip. So a couple things that we saw as I was walking around was once we break guard, boom, we swim under, I saw quite a bit of this going on, right? Now, if you're the person on bottom and somebody's compressing backwards on your knees, that kind of sucks, right?
Yes, sir.
You're doing a double knee bar on somebody who's not prepared to accept that kind of pressure. We want to avoid that because you have big risk of injury here. When we drop our level where our arms are coming across at the top of the thigh. Big old meaty bone up here. So when I scoop, it's easier to scoop, but I'm not hyperextending the knees. Okay, so we want to make sure we avoid that. All right? At any point, when we're on bottom with side control, when we set this frame, I saw a lot of this happening. This hand in the pocket of the shoulder, right? Now I know it may feel like it's a more secure grip because I've got control of the shoulder. The problem with this is he traps my elbow to my body and drops this shoulder forward and pins it to the mat. My fingertips are going to go to the top of my forearm. Does that sound like it's going to be comfortable? No. Hell no, it's not. It sucks. You'll cry. It'll be bad. I've cried from it. It sucks. So we make sure that it's a forearm and our elbow should be across the chest, right? There's only one time that we're going to have our elbow off of the chest. This is a frame. This is not a submission, right? The only time the elbow comes off that chest is we're going to flare our elbow and lift their chin, right? When I elevate my elbow, I'm not pushing on the tray, I'm pushing on the chin, right? Where does the body go? Wherever the head goes. So if I make his head go up and away by pushing on his chin, right, his whole body's going to go that way. If I push on his throat, right, yeah, it will have the same effect, but it's being a dick. And we don't want to do that, okay? The same thing for when we do this trap and roll out, right? At this point, I'm going to have my thumb inside of the collar, right? So I've got my grip. That immediately puts my elbow across the shoulder, okay? If I leave my hand over, my elbow goes into the throat, right? Now, street fight, I don't care if you spear somebody in the throat. I don't. It's a street fight. That you're defending yourself in. You're not picking fights. Tournaments, thumb in the collar. Just because we're competing doesn't mean we're trying to hurt people, right? We go more intense, but we're not jerks about it. training mats, thumb in the collar, and make sure we have our elbow under control. What we don't want to have happen is when we come over, right, we're in position, but when we come down, if we're not on that shoulder, when we land, we drop right into a bread cutter right across the throat, not on the carotids. Okay? You can cause damage that way. We want to avoid that. So always get that thumb in and make sure your elbow is on the chest. It's a more secure frame, right? It's a more secure frame, and it will help you manipulate their body better. Okay? Plus, you don't run the risk of hurting your training partner. If you start hurting training partners, they'll stop working with you. If you can't work with anybody, you're not going to get better at jiu-jitsu. Okay? So those three things really saw a bit going on. We want to clean that up. All right? Now today, oh yeah, turtle from bottom side. All right. So we got another escape from bottom side control. This has got a little bit of tricky movement to it. So we're going to practice the movement before I show you the move. It's going to be out of context. It's going to look dumb. You're going to feel like an idiot doing it. That's okay. That's jiu-jitsu. How many of you who've been training for a long time or even a short time ever thought you could do half of the dumb shit that I've got you doing out here in these mats?
Didn't think I'd ever be able to do a somersault. And I do all sorts of other stupid
I never
shit.
thought I'd be hugging grown-ass men in pajamas. There you go. Okay? So, everybody on your backs in a second. I'm going to show you the movement we were practicing. So I'm here. Where am I at right now?
Bottom side.
Bottom side control with my frames, right? What I'm going to do, a bridge. I'm going to get on my shoulder. I've got my frames. This hand is going to come off the shoulder. I'm going to windshield wiper down. I'm still blocking the body. This foot comes underneath. I tuck my chin to get around the arm, right? Tuck my chin. Come up. Bring a knee in. Good turtle. Okay? Looks kind of silly doing it with nobody there. Feels kind of dumb doing it with nobody there. But we're all going to do it. Everybody back. Set your frames. Bring your feet in. Big bridge. Windshield wiper the arm. Don't work ahead. Stay with the group. Inside leg comes underneath. We're up on our shoulder. Put your forehead on the mat. So now your butt's in the air like you just don't care. Bring your outside. Bring your right knee in. Come up to your elbows. And now you're a turtle. All right, everybody back. Set your frames. Go ahead and move. Big bridge, up underneath, windshield wiper that arm. Keep control through the whole movement. Up on your forehead. Hey, what kind of turtle is that? Looks like somebody just pushed you over. You're supposed to be here, and you're way up here. We're not planking, homie. You're a turtle. One more time. Your backs. Set your frames. Big bridge. Windshield wiper the arm. Right leg comes under. Here. Bring the leg under. Go up on your elbow and your forehead. And then go to turtle. Bring it under, bring it under, come up on your elbow. Yes! Alright. Get paired up with the training partner we were just with. And let's execute that movement. I'm going to. We've already practiced the movement. Griffin. We've already practiced the movement.
One more time.
Right?
We sold it on
Oh, they always do that.
Ready, ready, ready.
I gotta go see Dino or whatever.
Hey guys, everybody time. Everybody time. Time. Come over on this side right here. Everybody come around so that you can see. Actually, so we'll do the thing. All right. So over here, right? There's two big things I have to avoid here. That's this arm. So I have to tuck my chin and get my head inside of this arm. This one right here. Right? If I don't get my head inside and I start coming through, he's going to cross face me and just push me. Look at my spine. So my back is fully compromised. Right? Big bridge. Right? This swims underneath and blocks the rib and blocks the arm. Right? If he tries to push back in, I still have a frame. Tuck the chin, leg comes under. As I'm coming in, my elbow starts to come, my bottom arm, my right arm is starting to pull the elbow in. That leaves, Zane, where are you at? Come over here by my head. Once I'm here, my chin is tucked. My elbow's coming in so I can get up on my elbow. As I'm coming here, my forehead goes to the mat right here. Okay? That makes sense? Okay?
You gotta use your head.
You have to use, you gotta use your head. This, guys, there's a couple things in jiu-jitsu that are absolutes. There's a couple things in jiu-jitsu that are absolutes. The first thing is you have to have a strong neck. Okay? And I don't say that to be, I don't know, mystical or any bullshit like that. When we do jiu-jitsu for control purposes, when we're passing guard, head goes in the pocket of the shoulder, and you use your head to push them down. If you've got a bobblehead neck, right, you have no driving pressure with your head. Your head should be used as another appendage, whether it's like pushing with your hand, pushing with your foot, right? You've got all that skeletal frame. Your neck and your neck muscles are there to help use your head as a battering ram, to help control things, to help control people, right? All good purpose. Second thing is, if you've got a strong neck, you're harder to choke. Right? You want to be unchokeable? Who wants to be unchokeable from the back? Start doing shoulder shrugs with kettlebells. Get you some traps. You get you some traps. Ain't nobody choking you. So they can't get in and get a hold of those piranhas. Okay? You'd be walking around like this all the time. Right? Not a good thing. Ain't nobody going to choke you. Right? It could be worse. It could be worse. But having a strong neck, it's hard to turn your head into a head check in the car, too. Oh, wait, that's what backup cameras are for. Oh, what's that? So we want to make sure we're working on strengthening our neck muscle. Okay? It will help you with your jiu-jitsu. Right? So as we come in, we windshield wiper this arm down, we're still blocking the shoulder. This elbow's coming into our ribs so that when we hit it through, we've got a kickstand. Okay? That gives us space to put our head on the mat. And now we have multiple points of contact, so if they start being heavy, we don't just go flat. Okay? So there's nothing worse, especially in my weight class, than trying to do something like that and then having to flatten you out and smash you from the back because there's no way to get a breath in. Okay?
I tried that during rolling and I got flattened because I wasn't strong enough with my legs.
So make sure we add that in. Let's get some reps on 2 on 2.
You're the one who did you're like, what the hell is going to be something we can't Oh, okay. Yeah. Where's your break for the Disney?
Am I going like this? Or is it the other arm?
No. Yeah. Well, Rick, so that's, yeah. Yes.
He's under you? That's where your right elbow should be coming in.
Well,
It's a weird
Elbow. It's a roll of functions right now. But as you get used to it, it'll fold over.
Sit down.
We shall around
it wasn't. Yes.
Bridge.
Yeah, I just fucking turned around on my deltoid.
Start to switch your hips. Right arm comes in.
Yeah, headache.
She hasn't been wearing her damn glasses. That's wrong.
I don't have my contacts anymore. But I don't have my glasses.
The other head goes back. Come the chin. Come the chin. Come the chin.
Also find out their contacts. They just run out. And then just come up. They'll start at maybe 2 hours. I don't remember.
For work and in my spare time.
What foot?
They say don't mix work and life, but I it's satisfying.
Don't take your feet up off the mat.
Yeah. Oh, I don't put my head on the mat here, did I? Worse than I want to do this. Right, I've gotten away with this. My head, my whole set of times. Oh, right. That's what I thought. I forgot.
Yeah, they don't understand. I was like, I just want to go to the activity where I know I can lose my glasses and keep my face.
You're good. You already.
As you're coming through, cross facing. Yeah, so as I'm here, as you're coming up, like cross facing,
As you're walking your body through, everybody's doing it.
More the
Once their hips come through, the toes come up.
Repositioning?
The problem is, if you try to do that with weight,
Oh, yeah,
you're gonna be flat down.
right. Okay.
Like, sometimes I
It's so
answer
weird that I don't even
sides
realize
of my
it's
turtle.
Right there, I'm always having.
There's a what?
I lost it.
Oh, no.
Not really yet.
Got it.
Good job, Corey.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, time. real quick. Something that I'm seeing as I'm walking around is a common thing that happens when we're first learning this movement, but we need to fix it before we wire our minds and our muscles wrong, okay? As we do this hip switch, right? Watch my feet. My feet never come off the mat, right? What I'm seeing a lot of is this. Now I know that someone's balanced and we're getting used to the movement, right? Slow it down, remove the pressure, at least keep the left foot on the mat for the whole movement. The reason is this. The second I get here, if this goes here and I pick this foot up, I lose any kind of frame, right? Boom, I'm getting flattened back up, okay? If I'm here and my hip hits the mat and I pick this up to move it, I'm really fucked, okay? So we want to make sure that through the whole process, his foot stays in connection through the whole movement. That's your ankle, okay? And it's gonna take a few reps to get your body used to moving that way. Because this ain't natural. That's jiu-jitsu, okay? So pay close attention to the footwork. All right, I told you.
Don't be afraid to bring these elbows down.
I picked it up again. Huh? I picked it up the last second.
For the squats.
I know, she'll be all right.
No, bring your hips through. Yes! Pose, just like that. Goal. Goal. Good job. Go ahead, stick with
Only nail.
Great frame. Keep the turtle going.
Keep your legs
Bridge, good. Yes. Very good. Good job, Jeff. It's good. It's good, Jeff.
I'm okay, man. There's therapy on it. Some guys can see from the outside.
I didn't get stickers, I either got green or red or
All right, guys, finish the rep you're on. We're going to move to the next technique.
depends on your attitude.
Yeah, it's probably yellow.
I was on green. Or purple. Purple's excellent.
Perfect seat. All right, guys, check it out. So the next thing we're going to do is a very common sweep/or takedown from turtle where we just got to. So you may have noticed that as you're doing this rep, when you get to turtle, you may be going head to head, you may be perpendicular, you may be at some crazy ass angle in between. It's all good. It's okay, right? I'm gonna change the angle a little bit. I do this. Come here, Shane. Over here. Good, Greg. Good. Cycle through, be good, come up, bam. Now, look what's right here in my arm. That's a mighty fine leg, shame somebody grabbed a hold of it. Oh, hey, look at this, that's a mighty fine knee. You grab a hold of that too. And all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna push forward while I pull his knee to me. Boom. My chest is over the hips. I'm gonna reach up and grab his collar. Pull him down a little bit, right? And I'll crawl, grab this collar. Where are you going, pal? Nowhere. And I'm just gonna put my weight and climb right up into side control. It's a double leg from turtle. Look at, we're here. Big rig, swing. Oh, look, it's an A and a knee. Grab that collar. Pull nowhere, pull on the right. Come, pull strong. And then we're just gonna smash. Let's smash because it's easy peasy, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see that 2 on 2. My final leg to start from the beginning, to start from bottom side,
If I don't
work all the way through it. My final leg, you seem to be ready.
Exactly.
Does this look familiar? Does this look familiar?
If you don't, they don't cross face and you can take your own nose off. So for you, right, because your head.
Oh, no, I'm,
There we go. Shoulder right here. Hold that knee, pull up. Coach, yes. Grab all the right hand.
Yes.
Good. Strong. Good. Take your left hand. That's back. Yep. Wait on it. And because you're a good grabber, you can turn back, you set your frame. Side control. Holy shit, what we do here? You go right into the move. It's a nice little change. It's a nice little change.
Ooh, got a wall there.
Good. Yes. Grab that knee. Fall out. There you go. Straight
There you go. Rock the weight. Boom. Nope. There we go.
Larger.
Hold it again. There you go. Sucks. Just gonna grab it.
It will scroll. Left hand grab it back. Way under, start control from this. Camera's turning, you can grab, but you can come in to the frame.
Not your weight on
And then
this.
you were gonna get the back.
He's gonna get those legs in.
Now you've migrated all the way
So when
down
you.
here.
Oh, yeah.
This.
Good work.
Instead of this. When you're not grabbing his legs and you're grabbing his collar, this is. Oh, I'm not gonna grab your legs. You know Raven will be.
as soon as I would expect it.
Yeah, actually, I'm probably right.
Chin, chin. Here we go. Come up.
I already took some.
I'm trying to give her more than what she should take.
I've
got both as well.
Usually the greatest.
He's a pharmacist, so he's got.
Pharmacy tech, and I have 3 drugs in my car at the moment.
Yeah, but when I asked.
And a 4th one I didn't get maybe.
Grab it, turn back in, set your frame. Come back, 3 or 4 is the process.
I've got naproxen. It's an NSAID as well. Same method of action as ibuprofen, longer lasting.
Yep, that way.
Higher pain relief. I don't want to hear about drugs, I want to see reps.
Yes, I did take 20 seconds to think of that. Some reps, not reps. So I'm gonna,
Okay, for you. And you're used to the bridge and the turtle and then the double off.
You guys are going there, keep an eye come up with zero. Now, this one,
Zone is over there.
No, your zone is smooth.
was it?
Yes. You can stay in the black box.
That's right.
It's the CTE, Tom.
Stay there.
I think it's CTE. Stay in the
Reps,
box.
not reps.
Yes.
What are you guys gonna do when we've got 30 people on these mats?
Every state's like,
A lot of cuddling and hunting.
We're gonna be doing a whole lot of keeping an eye on what's going on around you. We're gonna get there one of these
This
days.
is true. Bridge, good. And be strong. We want this one here. Through, bring this down so we can use that. Don't forget to touch your chin so you can use your head. Push your head. But what I don't want you to know is your neck is looking this way instead of tucking in. Going out this way. So and now back here, turtle, and what's next? Yes, push, and go. Now, hang on, I want you to be this strong. Now, everywhere.
She broken?
No.
Okay.
Boom.
So I noticed a little bit more pressure. It's like,
Yes.
I know.
so I don't know if there's anything I can do.
This, I think we did that.
Yes. I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah.
All right. You know, you see those videos.
Okay. That's what it feels like. I'm already flattening myself out.
Boom. When you're under, your hips boom, for both of you. You never.
Whoa.
No, exactly. That's what
Hey, bro. Stay strong. Good.
Right. Yep. Yeah, because he had a little bit more pressure that one last time. I'm like, I'm flat. I'm like, ugh. But never gonna be able to pull this off if someone's actually putting weight on me. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Always think, don't grab your and make sure your forearms is the thing that's attacking in this area. Your elbow, kneeling into here.
Hey, box. Hey, box.
This one. Here.
You just got back in box, what the hell?
You want your elbow attached to my shoulder.
There's no way you can
As you
actually
drive
stay
it
in
down,
this
you want that like that, so this is strong. Now, this part, when you start to move your leg, bring this in as well, or you start pumping your chin and putting your legs down, using it, whether it's my arm or my neck. Great. I've got
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can read for like 2 seconds and then. Because I hate wearing my glasses. I have like an eye issue. Yeah. Yeah, it's called eye. And whenever I don't wear my glasses, my eyes have to like strain, which ends up getting.
All right, guys. Next.
It only happens once.
That's it.
Next is escape from turtle. Who's done this before? Escape from turtle. Who here has sparred with clay before? You know that annoying ass thing that he does to people?
Duck count.
The duck out, right? I got you in turtle. It's all good. I got you in turtle. Shit, where'd you go? Duck out, right? The way it's working, everybody come over on this side.
Yeah, you.
All right. So, this is something wrestlers do. I am not a wrestler. I'm a grappler. I just learned how to do this a year ago. I forgot about it until play started rolling, and I remembered it. I'm a turtle. Now, the direction you're going to come out on this depends on where the person on top is, right? So, for the purpose of my exit, Shane's going to be coming in and I go like this, okay? I'm here. Shane's got front corner. This does not work if I just sit here, so I can push into Shane. I push into Shane, he's going to push me back, right? As soon as he pushes me back, I load my weight onto my right knee because it's my frame under him. Hand gets planted. I'm going to step with this leg out. I'm going to raise this elbow, boom, same time, right? As I do that, I'm going to tap my hip on the mat, pivot around behind, and because he was pressuring into me, he falls in the turtle. Or he falls flat on his face. As a grappler, he's going to fall in the turtle. Okay? So again, the movement is like this. Here, push, he pushes back. Post, post. Okay? High elbow. Post, tap, pivot on this knee. Okay? If you are suffering from vertigo right now, I suggest you pivot slowly. Or you will go pit, and then you'll be really sad because I'm going to make you the max.
It happened, I did it.
Now here. Hands here. If I just try to do this, he's just going to choke me out. So I push, he pushes back. I wasn't ready, so I push, he pushes back, but I'm already loaded on my knee. Post, high. Cover the back corner. Okay? Ready to try it? Let's go, 1, 2, 1, 2. Go. I know, Raven, it's not a wrestler's duck out. It's okay.
He's all freaking out on the inside.
He's like, you son of a bitch, you didn't bastardize that whole movie. Yes, I did. Non-wrestlers how to do it. You can do it your way. Like Burger King.
Burger King sounds good.
High elbow. That always forward.
Wait a minute. Cover him more. That.
Yeah, I'm solidifying my position. That's how it.
White.
Yeah, I was kind of.
I'm more into because emotions are
Yes.
wherever it seems to be a problem, I'm just gonna go here.
I'm gonna be clear, this is on someone's test.
I don't know.
I'm here, we'll know if we're leaving on this side. So I mean, was it really special to me? Oh no, I just looked at that shit out of here.
He's been doing this for years. That particular move, I don't think he can do it slowly. No, his body doing it too long.
Like, you try to slow that down, the fuckers.
Yes! What I want to do, I want to be like this. Just like that. Okay, here's right here. It's like, wait, doing the turtle. So think about, I want to tap through, and I want my knee to be with the knee, so I spin, I'm getting back to that corner, where I want to, because I always think of turtle, like if someone's going to turn their mission to her, go to turtle for a second. Someone is always going to be on the corner. This corner, this corner, this corner, this corner. And that would be it. So when you come through, my knee is equal to your knee, my leg is up like this and I'm here. This is how I'm attacking one back corner. From here, I'm kind of sprawled out on this corner. So if you do that, we're here and you push in to be a little boom. I push, yes, go. You're there, good. Now slide through, come up, yes, boom. We're there.
That's fun.
Because when I'm here, I want to be so.
Honestly, the hard part is this at the same time. Yeah, I'm just against it. Like we use two turns on our knees, so I'm used to going on the knees. So that's the easy part.
Like, don't forget, I want to say that
All right, so there's a prevailing question right now. If I'm on top, where should I be putting my weight? It depends, right? So, it depends on what we're doing, right? So, repping this technique is just one of the many things that you'll be doing from bottom, trying to get out. If I'm on top, my chest is over his shoulders. I'm using my midsection to keep his head down, right? But I'm not straight on. I'm at an angle. You almost never want to be straight on. Always be at an angle. If I push here, he's strong here, right? If I push here, he starts to collapse. So it's just like anything else in jiu-jitsu, you want to be positioned where we can get some kind of advantage, right? Structurally, strong frame. Angle-wise, not a strong frame. So I'm going to be here. My hands are going to be on the side of the hips, shoulder and hip, right? So I'm here. He pushes into me, I push back. As soon as my weight gets loaded up, he's going to start his duck out to this side. That's where the opening is. Okay? Make sense? If I was on the other side, on the corner, so I'm attacking the corners to break down the frame, he's going to go up the other way, right? So we don't really want to be straight on. That's why when they're in turtle, when we're working from the back corner, we're on the side of the hip. Our power line is going straight from hip to shoulder. So now I can start breaking down the frame. If I was here, right, strong frame. If I'm back here, strong frame. So I'm on the corner to attack and start pushing the table over. Make sense? Where do our hands never go? On the mat. If our hands are on the mat, our pressure, our weight, the smash goes to the mat instead of the person. Right? What was it Mike said at the seminar? Always make them carry your weight. That includes turtle. If I'm here, my hands are on the bottom. I'm making him carry the weight. I'm blocking his exit routes. I'm not giving up silly fat guy rolls, right? I'm not surrendering my hands to get trapped to where I can't work on any type of technique, right? I'm taking away his movement by applying pressure. But if my hands are on the mat, I lose that pressure. That make sense? All right, let's get lined up, fix the geese.